So I was looking through my channel, looking at some franchises that you guys like. I mean, Scream did really well, but I've wrung that franchise dry as far as rankings I can do. But another one that you guys really like is Halloween. So I figured I should give you another Halloween ranking. And I thought maybe ranking the Final Girls, maybe ranking the kills, but there's a lot of kills, so I'll get to that later. So I'm going to be ranking the timelines. Now, this might not seem very interesting, but it's interesting to me because this franchise is super convoluted. It starts and stops at random intervals, like the first two movies, and then there's a completely unrelated third film, and then they continue the story with 4, 5, and 6, then they restart back to 1 and 2, and then go to H2O Resurrection, then there's 2 remakes, then they go back to the first one, and then go to the 3 new ones. So I put together a list of 10 different timelines where I think you could theoretically stop watching after that and have a completed story. So this could be one movie, this could be a duology, this could be a trilogy, this could be the whole series at once, okay? Anytime I think you could finish a movie and be like, okay, that is where the timeline stops. So, 10 different timelines to go through. Let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, my least favorite timeline, I'm going with the Thorn storyline, which I tried to come up with like creative names for each of these storylines. This one's just the Cult of Thorn storyline because it's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. As I said, 3 is completely unrelated, so that one will be its own separate timeline. This just comes down to the fact that I hate 5 and 6. Those are like my 2 least favorite Halloween movies for the most part. They completely disrespect the 2 great characters you get in part 4 with Jamie Lloyd and, I forget her name, the other girl, because, was it Rachel? But either way, because the one girl gets killed in 5 and the other, and Jamie Lloyd gets killed in 6. And I just do not like part 6, and I got a lot of shit for that. I didn't know that that was like a beloved film, but I do not like part 6. I do not like part 5. Part 4 is pretty good, but they completely undo the ending of that one in part 5. So this has just been a storyline that I never understood because the whole Cult of Thorn is just a stupid concept to begin with. The whole point of the first film is that he's the incarnation of evil. But in this one, it's like, oh, it's actually because when he was a baby, they put a curse on him, so he's evil. And that's what they're trying to do to everybody else now. They've been, kidnapping babies and stuff and doing rituals with them. This is a slasher franchise. Get that shit out of here. Coming in at number 9 is going to be the Rob Zombie duology. I thought about maybe just having like the first Rob Zombie be a timeline, but I didn't want to talk about these movies again. So both the Rob Zombie movies are here at number 9 because, yes, it is a completed story between the 2 of them. I'm just not in for Rob Zombie's style. He goes like very grimy, swearing. It's not a good time. Anytime you watch a Rob Zombie movie, you know it is not going to be a fun time. I mean, I don't mind House of a Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects, but sometimes it goes too far, as it does in these movies. Mainly the first one goes a little bit too far with the sexual violence, and it's weird. Like, the first half of Halloween 2007 is unwatchable. Like, just heinous, horrendous, violent, awful movie. Then you get to the second half, and it's just like a hyper-violent Rob Zombified version of the original 78 story. So I don't mind the first one, but the second one is where it really goes off the rails. And they just go with, like, a ghost mom storyline. Michael talks in it. They have this weird thing where it's like he can only kill when he puts on the mask. And I don't know where they were going with it. I just do not like Halloween 2. It's probably my second least favorite of the series. But yeah, this is just not a storyline or duology that I'm ever in the mood to watch. If I'm ever picking a Halloween movie, these would be my last options. Coming in at number 8, I have the Busta Rhymes storyline. Now, this is part 1, part 2, skip to H2O, and then go to Resurrection. So 4 films here. I think that if you were to just have, which I have a separate storyline for 1, 2, H2O, but when you add on Resurrection, it drops it all the way down to here, because Resurrection is not very good. I have obviously said, like, I'm not a Halloween fan. I have a little bit of fun with that movie, but it's still heinous. It's awful. Like, it's terrible. The dialogue sucks. The script is awful. Busta Rhymes is annoying as hell. It's terrible. And especially because in the opening scene, they completely just stomp on H2O. Like, the parts that I love about H2O are the ending where she finally gets to take out Michael. And they're like, yep, Michael is not dead. She killed an innocent person because she's a moron. And then now she's dead. So, yeah, Resurrection literally ruins this timeline. Like, if you just have those first three, it goes up a significant amount on my list. And you'll see where I have that ranked. But yeah, no, Resurrection ruins it. Coming in at number 7, I have the David Gordon Green trilogy plus the original. So you have the original, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. And again, Halloween Ends kills it, man. Like, you start off strong with the original, followed by the legacy sequel, Halloween 2018. Great. Then you have Halloween Kills the same night. Great middle chapter, just a violent little story in the middle. I mean, there's not much stakes, but it's a hyper-violent Halloween movie, and it's fun. Then you get to Halloween Ends, and they're like, yeah, you know that story we've been building up for the last 2 movies? We're done with. We don't want to do that anymore. We're not going to finish the trilogy. We're actually just going to shove that aside, because we have a new story we want to tell you that has nothing to do with Michael Myers, and in fact, he's going to have less screen time than pretty much every character in this film. The kills are still good in Halloween Ends, so, like, the kills are one of the highlights of this storyline here, but you guys all know how Halloween Ends just fails at everything. Like, it does not conclude the trilogy, it does not give you a worthwhile fight between Laurie and Michael. Like, it's all been building up to Laurie v. Michael the final time. It's going to be a huge hour-and-a-half long battle between these two. And then they're like, well, what if we just tell our own story and then we just give you like a little 10-minute nugget at the end where they fight? Because that's enough fan service, right? And then, oh, okay, Michael's dead. Yeah. I mean, at number 6, I don't have it much higher, but I do have it higher. I have Part 1, 2, and H2O, which I am dubbing the Laurie Strode trilogy, because this is the main storyline for her. You have the first one, you have the second one, which will take place on the same night, and then you jump to H2O way in the future, where she has a son, she's fighting to defend him, and she's putting Michael Myers down for one last time. Like I said, Resurrection ruins it, but if you just stop at H2O and that's your ending point, that's a pretty good ending for the series. The only thing that's really holding this back for me is that I'm not a huge fan of H2O as a movie, and I also really hate the Michael Myers as Laurie's sister storyline. It feels like he's evil. He should just be walking around killing who he stumbles across. But instead, they're like, nope, he's her sister, so he's her sister. She's his sister, and he was hunting her down. So it just kind of it sucks the life out of the first film a little bit. So just not a great plot point there. And like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of H2O, but still, if I'm watching a Halloween timeline, I'm never going to be upset watching this trilogy. Coming in at number 5, I have Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Now, this is a completely unrelated storyline, if you guys don't know. Back when they were making Halloween 3, they were going to make Halloween an anthology series, where the first 2 were one story, then they tell a new story in 3, new story in 4, new story in 5. That's what they were planning on doing here. But turns out people really attached to Michael. So this movie failed at the box office, and they were like, all right, just bring back Michael. Just bring it back. Whatever, we'll just ignore this one. But it's fine. It's a good movie. Like, it's fine for what it is. If I'm in a Halloween mood, I'm not going to pick this one because it's not a Halloween movie. It is Tom Atkins going around trying to save this guy from killing every kid in America with these masks that melt your face. It's a wild story. It's insane. It's pure 80s cheese. It's a fun little story. Like, I'm not going to say it's fantastic, but it's a fun little story. It's never been one of my favorite Halloween movies, but it's certainly not towards the bottom of the list, so it's just right in the middle here. Coming in at number 4, I have the storyline I'm dubbing Night 1, where it is the first 2 Halloween movies that take place on the same night. It's Laurie Strode taking on Michael 2 different times. it's a great 1-2 punch. Like, the first movie's obviously pulling a lot of the weight here. The second one kind of undoes the great ending of the original film. You get Laurie. She's stranded in a hospital bed for most of part 2, so you don't get her as much in this one, but you still get Dr. Loomis, who's great. You still get Michael, who's fantastic. I mean, the second one is certainly a drop in quality, but it's still a fun enough movie if you're just watching this little double feature. Like, it's just Michael almost gets killed, and then Michael does get killed. Like, if you just ended at part 2, sure, yeah, that's how it ends. And it's a nice little story. Like, it's just kind of like a look back to when the franchise wasn't so insane. So, yeah, I like this duology. It's fine. Number 3, I didn't really know what to call this one. I was thinking of, like, the cycle or something, but it's 1, 2, and 4. So we obviously still have the storyline where Michael is Laurie Strode's brother. They're siblings. I still don't like that storyline all that much. But in this one, part 4, you don't get Laurie Strode anymore. You get Jamie Lloyd, and like I said, is it Rachel? I don't remember the sister's name. But yeah, they're great. So Halloween 4 is a good Halloween movie, and if you end the series with Halloween 4, if you go this trilogy and you end it at 4, it actually has a very good, terrifying, dark ending where the cycle continues, and now Jamie Lloyd has killed and is becoming the next Michael Myers. So I really like that ending personally. If this is where the franchise had ended, obviously a lot of people wouldn't like it as much. It's a very divisive ending, I'm sure, but I really like it. I like Michael in these 3 movies. His mask varies in quality drastically throughout the 3, but it's a pretty good trilogy if you're going through the series. Now we have my top 2, and I went back and forth on these, but I think I'm going to go with my number 2. My second favorite storyline is just watch the original and stop. But yeah, you can just watch the original film, and that's the end of the story. Like, he gets shot off the balcony, he disappears, Loomis is scared shitless, franchise over. And honestly, if this had been one movie, I wouldn't be disappointed, honestly. There's only one that I would really miss in this franchise, and that's one that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But like I said, this is a great movie. It's a fantastic movie, and if I'm in the mood for Halloween, this is 99% of the time what I will put in. But it's not my ideal storyline. It's just because usually I'm only in the mood for one Halloween movie, and the original always, satiates that need. So it's a great movie, and I'm not ranking it based on, like, I think the one above it is a better story. It's just what I would rather watch. Like, if I'm going through the Halloween series and it ends here, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that I don't get more, but it's still a fantastic horror movie ending. So, great storyline, but let's see what I got at number 1. Now, we've already gone through all of the Halloween movies, but there's one story in here that is my preferred timeline. My preferred death of Michael Myers, and that is watching the original in 2018. That's it. That is what if I'm in the mood for a Halloween double feature, I am always doing this one. These are the 2 best Halloween movies to me, in my opinion. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's these 2, and then, like, down here is part 4. Like, it's a huge, drastic jump between these 2. And I don't love how they handle Laurie's character in the latter half, but it's a good tale of, like, how she is so paranoid, and she basically ruins her and her daughter's life because she's so paranoid that Michael is going to come back, and it's revealed, like, Michael has never freaking thought of her. Like, it was a completely random killing spree. He has no relation to her, and I like that. That's what I prefer, is when Michael is just a mindless killer, the embodiment of evil, going through killing people who get in his way. And that's what this one does. And it really shows in the second half how Laurie's like, wow, I'm not special. Like, he isn't coming after me. He's just, again, happened to stumble across me because, Sartain led them to Haddonfield. The mask got led around. So, like, he ends up back fighting her. And she's like, oh, see, I knew he'd come back. But it's just because he wanted his mask and stuff. But, yeah. Great storyline, and you have that ending with the three girls in the back of the truck with the house on fire. Great ending, and my preferred Halloween timeline. And that's going to be it for today's video. Remember, if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. So, and you want to see more videos like it in the future, comment down below some more video ideas for me or your own ranking of these 10 Halloween timelines. Or maybe just toss your favorites. You don't have to rank all 10 of them. I know that's asking a lot. This was a very difficult ranking to do. So if your favorite timeline got put lower on my list, just know I think most of the timelines are decent. Except for like my bottom 3. They're all pretty solid. So it was a toss-up for most of the middle half of the list. So don't be offended if yours is ranked low. And if it was, let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'm Ethan Horror. This has been Ethan Horror.